Yo, what's up YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. You guys are welcome to the Driverpreneur channel, and in today's video I'll be giving you guys a breakdown of my experience at the electric car expo with this reputable company here in Nigeria, and I'll be sharing my experience, what I learned, how much the deal is it worth it, for you as a driver. So stay with me in today's video while I walk you through my experience at the electric car expo yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday I was opportune to attend an electric vehicle expose in somewhere in VI. We'll leave the flyer so you can see, because in the future they are still going to organize more meetings with ride-sharing drivers. It went very fine. They were very hospitable. They received us well. We were about 40, let's say about 40 drivers in attendance, and it went well. They gave us refreshments. They made us feel very comfortable and all. So let's get into the details of the meeting from yesterday. Yes, so the electric vehicle, I did my own personal research and I discovered, just like they said, it's called the Nano Box. They have different two to be precise. The Nano Box, which is I think was manufactured in earlier this year, and the Naomi One, which is more recent in the year 2024, very recent vehicle. So these electric vehicles can cover the range of over 300 kilometers from one single charge. It takes about 2 hours to charge from zero to full charge, and it's quite compact. It's quite beautiful. It's a beautiful car if you ask me. It looks very techy and all. However, it was manufactured in China. However, this Nigerian company that brings in this vehicle brings it in bits. They don't bring it whole as a vehicle, and I'm very sure this is so they can pay less on custom duties, because when you bring in cars in this kind of way, where you have to assemble it here in Nigeria, you pay less on duties. So let's go into the cost of the car. First of all, before we go into that, you are expected to be active on any ride-sharing platform for at least 2 years, have a trip record of at least 2 years, and you should be able to provide that record to the bank that is going to finance this project, because they're not expecting to pay the entire money, because it's quite high. The money is very high, to be honest. So they're not expecting you as a rideshare driver to pay the entire money. They are partnering with a bank that will provide loans to drivers who meet the requirements, such as 2 years trip history, a guarantor, a good credit history, and initial deposit of 10% of the initial cost of the vehicle. So let's go into the costs of this vehicle. The Nano Box is costing 24 million naira from the assembling company here in Nigeria, while the driver is expected to make a deposit of 10%, which is 2.4 million naira, and will be getting the vehicle after 90 days of making that payment. And secondly, you are expected to pay 30% per annum for a period of 4 years. So it was estimated for the driver to pay 230, I'll put that figure on the screen, weekly, which amounts to about over 40,000 naira a day, and you have to pay 26,000 naira for insurance weekly, and you have to pay 14,000 and some fraction of naira for charging every week. And so it amounts, when I did the calculation, the total sum that you are expected to pay over the course of that 4 years is about 52 million naira. 52 million naira, yes, 52 million naira, you heard me right. And well, is it worth it? I would say it depends on your situation. It depends on your aspiration. It depends on where you see yourself in the next 4 years, and what you plan to do with your life in the next 4 years. That would answer that for you. But from my own personal standpoint, I feel it's a bit too expensive, because this vehicle of China directly will cost you roughly 10,000 US dollars. Roughly 10,000 US dollars. I've seen it less in some sites, in some websites from China. Some are selling it about 9,000, some are selling about $8,600. So it depends on who you are, the car dealer you are buying it from in China. If you have somebody in China and you think you can afford 8 to 10,000 US dollar for an electric vehicle, you can probably make contact and see how they can, you know, ship it in for you. It will be cheaper that way for you, you know. So considering the price that you can get it for around, let's say 10,000 US dollar, if you calculate that in naira, that's about 16 million naira. And meanwhile, they are giving you at the cost of 24 million naira, which is about almost ×2 of the original price. And that's why they say the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, because you'll be buying it ×2 the price, and also be paying approximately 30% a year for 4 years. That's 120% added on it, which costs 52 million naira. So that's like you are buying it ×4 the original price. To me, I don't think I want to get involved in it. I don't want to get such debts on my head, because I'm doing ride sharing for about over 5 years now. I don't like driving under pressure, under severe pressure, because I've done leasing before. I've leased a car before, and I understand that when you lease, you are expected to, you know, always be on the road so that you can meet up with the payment. And those days the money wasn't even as high as this. This is 52 million naira, for Christ's sake, for you to pay it in 4 years. That is, to me, is kind of crazy. That would, you know, put more strain on you psychologically, physically, always ensuring that you're on the road. You're expected to drive 6 days a week. That's Monday to Saturday. So this will put a strain on me personally, on, you know, developing other skills, trying to, you know, indulge in other activities. You know, 52 million to me is kind of high. I rather, you know, learn a high-tech skill, or, you know, just do ride sharing, you know, freestyling as I'm freestyling, while I learn something like a very high income skill, and possibly land a high income job. Then I can afford to buy it outright. But if you are not interested in learning a high income skill, you've been solely dependent on driving, you are young, you are still energetic, and you feel you can give 4 years of your life to earning an electric vehicle, you can give it a shot. You know, you are young, probably you don't have any skill, or you don't have prospect of learning anything that will, you know, enable you make such money in a short time. Then you can try it, because the cost of maintenance of these vehicles are very low. You don't have oil change, you know, none of this regular fluid we use in our vehicle. You don't do the routine oil change. You don't buy fuel, which is the major thing. Petrol, you don't buy petrol. You don't buy petrol for life. But however, I'm not sure of, they are giving you 4-year guarantee. For the 4-year period you are going to drive with them, they'll be maintaining the vehicle. Any maintenance, they'll maintain it. You'll be going for a monthly inspection to check if the car is okay, if there's anything that needs to be replaced. They'll handle that for you, which is also very good, you know. But however, after that 4 years duration, I don't know how the car is going to be. If the car is still going to be, you know, have reasonable value in the market. Because have it in the back of mind that this was a made in China vehicle. However, this same car is being sold in other parts of the world, like Europe. So I'm sure maybe it may have met a good standard for it to be accepted in the European market. I'm really hoping that is the same standard that we'll be getting here in Nigeria. So that is, you know, what happened in a nutshell. That's what happened yesterday in a nutshell from the meeting, from the electric vehicle expose that I attended. So what do you think? You can let us know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about this deal? Do you think it's something that you would like to consider? Or do you think it is trash? Let's know in the comment section. And yeah, shout out to Ikena and my other Muslim brother. I met them. They are subscribers to the channel. I met them at the expose yesterday. We had a very good chat. In fact, Ikena and the other, my Muslim friend, they helped me with some recording and took this picture for the thumbnail. So I said thank you very much for your, you know, friendly nature and your, you know, support to the channel. And yes, please, you can also support the channel. Apart from liking and subscribing, there's a thanks button you can support. I think the lowest you can give is 400 bucks, and it proceed. You can also support the channel from those angles. So guys, that's it. So that's what happened yesterday. Let's know what you think in the comment section. And if you are new here, please kindly subscribe. This is the Driverpreneur channel. I've been sharing my experience as a rideshare driver, as a serial entrepreneur seeking to better his life and increase his earning potential. And I also share content as regard personal development, since the demographic of my followers are mostly male in the age range of 20 to 45. So please feel free to join the growing community, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace and stay safe.